taken refuge here among the mortals in hope of harvest for my innocence. Tread lightly in the search for the voices and stories of the departed. For in shadow hides the evil that lurks within. As the light dies and slowly becomes night, the realm of spirits rule the world. In the darkness of your mind hides your own hidden demons, and brings to life your deepest fear. Do you have what it takes to speak to the dead? Do you accept your own mortality in the search for life after life? Have you ever seen a ghost, spirit, or demon? Have the lights flickered and the room became as cold as death itself? Maybe you have. Maybe it was your own subconscious preparing you for death. Come spend some of what's left of your own existence in our search for the answers that are hidden behind the veil. Shed off the blinders and open your mind's eye and listen to their stories. We are they. We are Incarnate Paranormal.
And what is up, everybody? How y'all doing? Made it through until, well, don't want to say a long weekend tomorrow. Got it off. Saturday, of course, got it off. Sunday, unfortunately, Brent has to go to work. Yeah, I got to go. Thank you, Sarah. Appreciate that. That was all done by GameBug. Special thank you to him for that because, yeah, now that he's got his new computer, we're looking to revamp it. We're going to just enhance the graphics a little bit. And, yeah. Got tomorrow's Christmas Eve. Thought I'd be a little festive and put on the Bubba Claus hat. Show you guys how much of a redneck I actually am. And something that I never do on stream. Stopped on the way home. Got me a little bottle of Tuwaka. So you guys can see. It's just for sipping. Not too much. This stuff is amazing. I needed a little something. A little celebration tonight. I'm going to have a show tomorrow. Christmas Eve. Might not be a long show. But it's going to be a show. So, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, whatever you're celebrating. Cheers to you. Oh, that's good. And the other good thing is,
come and play with us.
I got a beer to chase it down with.
Forever and ever.
Speak of the devil.
And ever.
Bug, I was just talking about you. Miss Sarah here really loves the intro. Courtesy of you.
Thou shalt not bow down before any graven image.
And thank you for the sub. Wow. Let's just... Sarah, it is very smooth on the rocks. It is like an almond liqueur. It is very soothing, and it will warm you up perfectly. It won't get you drunk fast, which is why I like to sip it. I don't sip many things. I like to do shots. But this, it's good to sip on. Bug, you did something amazing. That intro video. And now that you've got that new card, I think we're going to talk after stream about revamping a little bit. Maybe redoing the graphics, keeping the same character, and just kicking it up just a little bit like Emerald. Last night we finished night 1, Olympus 1. We only had one decent EVP. Let's see if I can get to it real quick. Night 1, this should be... Okay.
Thou shalt not bow down before any graven image.
What did I miss here? And Dead's coming in with the sub. Wow. Yes, the other devil is here. Last night we had one decent EVP, which was... I'm going to have to bring it up to enhance it because it's not doing it through here. So what we're going to do is we're going to have to do this, and we're going to have to bring it down. Okay. Okay, listen real close and you'll hear it. Not for long though, I have to get up at midnight and head into work. Oh, nice. I have to go in Sunday. So I appreciate you being here even for a few minutes. You've missed a lot. But last night, this is the disturbing EVP that's still bothering me. And that's enhancing it. Last night was, oh great, what just happened? Great. Yeah, I get a little carried away hunting like a maniac. Yeah, you've been doing the hunting. I literally you've been gone for like 3 months. But that's all right. That's all right, man. We all have lives. I ain't holding it against you, man. So, like I said, that EVP from last night, my parents, they don't want me. Little disturbing, especially in a prison. Makes you wonder how young the prisoner actually was. Like I said, we finished night 1. Dez has been doing the hunting, and I've been slowly killing myself on Twitch with the hours. Very true, Bug. Now the only question is what game to buy. I put it on Dez's Discord channel because I'm going to start doing gaming on here too on the weekends. Everything's on sale. That being said, we're going to get on to the EVPs. This is night 2, Olympus 1. I don't remember where I put it. You're not in Dead's Discord? Okay, Scum, GTFO, Red Dead 2. There is so much literally on sale right now. And I'm going to get one. Just need to figure out what. And we'll discuss that one later. On with the audio, ladies and gentlemen. All right, this is Brent with Incarnate Paranormal, Warren Legacy Foundation for Paranormal Research, Nevada State Prison, Night 2. This is the execution viewing room being left on the table in front of G. John's picture. I'm going to leave that against your picture, sir. So you hear that where I set the digital recorder at was in the execution chamber viewing room, leaning against the picture of G. John, which is the first prisoner in the United States to be executed by the gas chamber. Now, I'll go into his execution real quick before we start fully into the audio. G. John, when they went to execute him, being the first to be executed by gas, they didn't know how to do it, so they threw the chemicals into his cell while he was sleeping. The cell was too big, so it failed miserably. Then they finally built a chamber out of the old, think it was like an old butcher's house or something like that, to be able to execute him. Problem is, when they put the gas in the room with him, not only was the room too big, it was too cold outside to be able to execute him. So literally, it took him over 5 minutes to die from the poison gas. So he suffered for over 5 minutes. His spirit is definitely still at that prison. Unfortunately, do not speak Chinese.
How's it going?
We just got to get through all the talking now.
Getting my recorder set up, so just in case you see him throughout the prison.
Yeah, ni hao. That's all I know is ni hao.
Didn't wait to go to the pods and see what I can get up there. I'm already up there. I saw the one yesterday. So as soon as I get these set up, yes. No, we're good. What is it?
I don't know.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah.
I'm not sure.
So we got 2 minutes of talking before we actually can start analyzing. And Deads, on my phone it said English and Chinese, and when I publicly use Chinese to keep the questions private. Nice. So, Bug, or Deads, what do you think about the new setup? 34-inch ultra-wide, curved, new graphics card. Everything is in high def now. My God.
You guys good with the infirmary?
Yeah.
Three standing on
Somebody walk behind you.
Are they that tall? And who's that?
It's a room of spirits.
Now everybody's starting to filter out, or they're going to be in the other room. So we are going to hear some questions coming from down the hall, and in the actually the last night's cells. And since Sarah, you were asking about the about video. So what I'm going to do, since you're here early, are these questions and answers EVPs. These are just people we're setting up. There's literally right now is just the setup. People going in, setting up their equipment before the investigation. So this is just people talking about setting up. There's no questions yet. This is another recorder that is just set down and left to record. So whatever team comes through and asks questions, whatever EVPs are going to come through, it's going to pick up. You asked me about the video. So I'm going to... this is the video I was telling you about from the last night's cells. There's no EVPs here, but there is responses. I'm going to let it play through twice so you get an idea of what's going on. I promised you a video, and I'm going to deliver for you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Cole and, other esteemed guests that are here with me right now, I am going to end this session. You don't want me to leave. You want me to stay. You want me to stay and talk to you? I can do that. I will stay and talk to you. Thank you. Thank you for making yourself known.
And I'll play it one more time.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Cole and, other esteemed guests that are here with me right now, I am going to end this session. You don't want me to leave. You want me to stay. You want me to stay and talk to you? I can do that. I will stay and talk to you. Thank you. Thank you for making yourself known.
So you kind of get an idea of little bit of responses through the Eddy meter. And like I said, we went through. I had about 35 minutes of video, and that's the only time in that 35 minutes, and that was towards the end of my session, it actually started going off. Real strong, very strong response. And mind you, and this is where people kind of really get freaked out. I was the only one in the building, not just that cell block. I was the only one in 3 floors of the prison. Susan, who runs the prison, kept everybody out as to avoid any contamination. The closest person to me was over 300 yards away. So there's no way for interference. I'm sitting back with a GoPro, perfectly still. The air pressure went off, the EMF went off. So the air pressure around that, something formed around it. And I can't wait till we get to the Zoom H3 VR, the microphone that was sitting right next to it, to see if we get the perfect responses. This is what drives me in the paranormal, is a strong response like that. That is the strongest activity, minus what happened in one of the cell blocks in 2 nights. It was amazing. Just the entire environment changed, and literally about 10 minutes after that, 10, 15 minutes, I actually had to leave. I started getting physically ill. My stomach went completely 360 on me. And I started just getting nauseous in there, so I had to get out. And I promised the spirits I'd come back. So when I get back in April, we're going to see if they remember me again, because they do remember me. And like I said, when I went for the first time I was there in April, up until Halloween weekend, Susan, who would take groups through the prison, would turn on the spirit box to try to communicate with them, and the spirits would call my name through the spirit box. They would and there's been one Brent in there since me. So they'd say, where's Brent? The spirits were calling for me, and they really made themselves known to me in 2 nights. It's a trippy feeling to know that the spirits are asking for you. That is right there. That's a get out. Good catch. Yeah, that's a get out. That's a female voice too. And I do know there was 2 females executed at Nevada State Prison that I'm aware of. So yes, we are starting off 2 minutes 44 seconds into analyzing where people are still setting up gear, and we're getting a get out. And that proves that's probably intelligent, because there's still team members within earshot of where this is at. They're still up there near death row and the women's section. So where execution's at, if you go out from execution, make a left and make a right, that's the women's cell block, or the old women's cell block. So that would show right there that yes, there's a female spirit, and it does not want anybody in there. So what we can do, we're going to go ahead and I'm here dozing and I shouldn't be. Well, Bug, if you need to go get some rest. So this is Olympus 1. Let me mute this. All right, guys, that should be EVP number 46. So Olympus 1, Night 2, Get Out. And save it. And put it, where's it at? Where's my counter? EVPs, we're at 1770. And Sarah, very good catch. You caught it before I did. You know, Sarah, very, very true. Very good point. It's because there's males in there. And at that point, I think there was only one other male other than me in there setting up. But the spirits are familiar with me because I've been there before. So I don't think they'd be speaking to me. Because like I said, I made a very strong connection with him on the first investigation. And we are going to reanalyze all of Nevada State Prison Part 1 in the future. We're going to go back over it and see if we can find some stuff that we didn't catch the first time because I've learned this program just a little bit better. We're already rocking and rolling. We're 23 minutes in. We got one EVP. So if you do look at the top, there's not a lot to start out until we get about midway. Okay, well, it sounds like we got an EVP here too. Another female EVP. That does sound like a voice. That really does. I hope it is. I'd really like to start this show off with back-to-back EVPs. That would be absolutely amazing. Bug? Yeah, I was getting ready to ask you, buddy. You usually pick this up. I don't think I can clean this one up enough so we can get it. Yeah, explicit. I'm still working on alerts. I thought I had him fixed. Explicit, I really thought I had him fixed, but you're not that late. I've only been live about 20 minutes minus the intro. Oh, you've been here. Hey, stop playing with my emotions, explicit. Yeah, Bug, I think you're right. What's going on in here? Yeah, what's going on in here? So that would actually show, it would show a lot of intelligence in the prison. It would show a lot of intelligence by these spirits. For the simple fact, what's going on in here? Okay, I've got a lot of strange people in here that aren't guards. They're walking around in the dark asking questions. That makes a lot of sense for a spirit to say. What's going on in here? Yeah, I've got strangers, people that I don't recognize in my day-to-day life being locked in this cubicle. So, yeah, that actually makes, sorry, didn't mean to bump the mic. That makes perfect sense for an EVP. And again, that shows a lot of intelligence in the afterlife, for life after life. You know, our energy carries on. We are conscious in a different form. There is a consciousness to us. That energy moves on. Our memories and our awareness remains. So that is a strong EVP. Yeah, Bug, I leave it to you. Leave it to you to find it. So where were we at? 47. So we're getting them quick tonight. That's 47. All right, saved. On the meter, let's roll right on. Tonight's going to be a big night. I can feel it. But then again, last time, execution chamber, viewing room was a gold mine. I think we got over 200 EVPs just out of the 2 rooms. And just be aware, guys, you are going to hear a lot of these doors opening and closing throughout the EVP, throughout this recorder. Being in the execution viewing room, as soon as you go out 2 doors, you're in, and you're running your stuff in 5K, the 4K equivalent for an ultra wide. I like that. But as soon as you go out 2 doors outside the execution chamber, you got 1 door going back down to the cell blocks. You got another door going to death row. And if you go into the left, you've got going into the women's section. So you've got a lot, and you go down the hallway, you've got 3 other doors going to different areas. 1 to the library, and 2 others to different parts of the jail or the prison. So you're going to hear these doors opening off and on all night. We are not going to count the doors tonight as any kind of evidence because there's going to be a lot of traffic. A lot of investigators are going to be going in and out. And if you look along the top, you're going to see all the little power dips. This is people coming in and out doing EVPs. So we're going to have a lot more to listen to than we did on the first night. And yes, it's 5K. I thought it was a statement, not a question. Oops. Well, Bug, I want to run 3 ultra wides, curves like, I want to have one on my right and my left, so I want to completely be encased by monitors. I don't either, since my desk broke. And that's the bad thing about the execution area. It's the closest to the freeway at the edge of the prison, so we're going to hear a lot of traffic. Another EVP. It sounds like You Don't Love Me, which would be kind of creepy being in the execution viewing room. You Don't Love Me. That's just strange. This is odd. So we're going to kick up the vocals. We're going to enhance vocals here because there's no way that's You Don't Love Me. Okay. Bug, listen to the very end of it. There is a me on there. And I'd be willing to bet anything on that. There's a me in there. Let's run this through. I have an idea. Let's turn this over to acapella. Let's run this through stereo and see if it picks it up. And it doesn't because it's only single channel. And that's belly chains as well, yep. Yeah, we're going to work on this one for a minute. I think we can get it now. I think we can get this. You don't love me. You don't hurt me. You don't hurt me. That might be you don't hurt me. I want to know what you guys think on this one. You don't hurt me or something along those lines. And there's something slamming in there. It does sound like those shackles, like the wrist to ankle to waist shackles that they use to walk you around for the very violent criminals. Like you're almost you're like you're half hobbled, so you can only waddle because you have your ankles and your wrists almost tied together at your waist. It sounds like the body shackles, and that's where Sarah came in with that's belly chains. So it's the body shackles. She's 100% right. It's belly chains. It's body shackle. So we've got You Don't Hurt Me with body shackles attached to them. They're hobbled. So which leads me to believe they had to restrain them to walk them into the execution chamber. They almost had to forcibly put them into the execution chamber. Is what I'm getting from this. I might be overanalyzing, but you're hearing body shackles. You're hearing that chain rattle. That almost that snap. Longest mile. Well, from the last night's cells to the execution chamber door is less than 12 steps. It's about 12 steps. If you're a tall guy, it's 12 steps. So it's the long it's it's like 4 yards to your demise. If I had lights on in the last night's cells, you can see the execution chamber door. So if you're in the last night's cells and you're looking out of the bed, where I was sitting, you can see the execution chamber. So let's see if we can. Let's bring this back up.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Like, you see where I'm sitting. If you look directly in the center of the screen, directly ahead, that is literally where the execution chamber is. Longest mile when you're trapped in your mind, dreading the end, yes. So this is a very strong EVP. This is emotional. You don't hurt me. Like, I'm not afraid to die, but I'm not going without a fight. I'm going to be the reason for my own demise. You're not going to have a say in this. You don't hurt me. I hurt me. This is somebody that's very focused. I did this to myself. You're not doing this to me. This is trying to get inside of the mind of killers. Being in the execution viewing room, you got to put yourself in these killers' shoes. They're getting ready to die. Yeah, you're not hurting me. Bug didn't have footage with Chinese, but the recorder was literally set against G. John's picture, which was the first convicted murderer to die by the gas chamber in Nevada State Prison or by gas in the United States. So he was Chinese. I'm hoping to get a Chinese EVP out of this because I put the recorder on his picture. So save selection as. I got to mute this so you guys don't hear me clicking away. Sorry guys, I'm actually writing books to define these EVPs so when I go back, I can present them to Susan at Nevada State Prison. That way we just line them up going down the road, excuse me. Oh, sorry about that. Brutal sneeze. You know what, Bug? Thank you. If you could make it out to Reno, we'll figure something out. Or I could thank you, Sarah. I hate when I sneeze on stream because my sneezes are brutal. I could maybe call you and put you on speakerphone and have you do some stuff in Chinese. That would be awesome. That way you could be a part of not only the investigation, but a part of the stream when I come to play it back. So, well, we'll figure something out here. I like the idea. Oh, forgot to add it. Yes, Bug, 100%. Helps to have people multilingual. Got to remember also, there was Native Americans in Nevada State Prison. There were Spanish. There were everything. So need to get somebody who speaks certain Native American languages and certain Spanish as well. I'm gonna have to brush up. I'm definitely gonna have to brush up on languages. What I need to do is this. Bug, whatever's in northern Nevada. I know I have one of the guards that used to work there telling me on one of the other recorders. So I'll find out and let you know. That's a sport bike going by. You can hear the pitch of the motor. That's a frickin' sport bike. Something that ought to be banned is sport bikes. I hate the sound. What the freak? Shoshone is one, yes. And that is that sound is a frickin' hawk. That's the shriek of a frickin' hawk. And what was it? A couple nights ago, we actually got the owl too. Irony timing, right? And And that's this thing that sucks about being an investigator sometimes. You gotta be able to identify these sounds of nature. Right? You type Shoshone and we get a hawk sound. That is actually door shutting. Ignore it. Another door. That's just funny how that works. That was ironic timing. You're right, 100% bug. I love the creepy sounds of the prison, though. It just makes me want to stay in there for a week. All right, Bug. We'll be here at least another hour and a half, probably. I got a lot of energy tonight, so... Scary thought. I see noises. I love Death Wish coffee, Bug. That's what I drank. Sarah? Absolutely. There was a hotel on the grounds before the prison was built, and there is evidence from other investigators of a small child, which I believe we did get on one of the first two shows analyzing the evidence. A small girl. There's conflicting stories. Spirit of a small boy or a small girl. Could be both. So, who's to know? A lot of the records were... A lot of those records were destroyed through the years. Anything from the early or mid to late 1800s, a lot of those records didn't survive. Unless you're going out specifically looking for that spirit, but nobody's going to be looking for the spirit of a child in a prison. And Sarah, you show your true nature as an investigator. You say you put like 12 years. I think you said you put like 12 years in. So yeah, that 100% shows it. You might be getting what was there before the prison was built. And that identifies an amazing investigator right there. What was on the grounds previously? And that's what I try to teach new investigators. You're on your game. And kudos to you on that one. Thank you. And just be aware, guys, the next time I go back to NSP, I am working with them to strap me into the execution table. Strap me into the physical execution table. Then shut the chamber door, lock it, and come back in an hour or two. So if I'm able to do that, guys, we're going to have some fun evidence on that one. I'm not going to provoke. And I'll probably be screaming to be let out after about 10 minutes, but I'm actually going to try to do some channeling in there and ask the spirits to show me what they felt in their final moments. And Sarah, you probably think, being an investigator, You probably think I'm crazy for that one. I'll tell you, Sarah, let me pause this one more time. I was doing a residential investigation here I was in Pahrump, Nevada. I'm in Vegas. We went to this lady's house like 6 or 7 times. One of the last times I was there, I was in a different area of the house, and I was doing the Ganzfeld experiment. And I'm sure you know what that is. The red light disappeared, the white noise disappeared, and I heard nothing but ended up being Navajo singing. And I was seeing like the backdrop of a Native American village. I went to a friend of mine who, God rest his soul, actually passed away from COVID. I confronted him about it. I asked him, I'm like, this is what I heard. I explained it to him. And I found a song that was kind of near what I thought it was. He took it to his uncle, who was a shaman in the Navajo Nation. Came back to me like a week later and said, this is what you heard. It's like, yeah. He goes, you're white. It's like, yeah, I'm white. He goes, you received a Native American blessing. You received a Navajo blessing from the spirit world. He goes, you're white. That doesn't happen. If you ever go into an area where there are Native American spirits, regardless of where you go, you're going to have that spiritual blessing attached to you for the rest of your life. Don't fear the Native American spirits. They're going to see that energy around you, and they're going to protect you if there's something negative around. They're going to communicate with you, and they're going to protect you. But you're white. I don't understand. So when you say bring feathers and a spirit blanket, I'll bring the feathers. And my next tattoo is going right here. I'm going to get the crow. I'm going to get the crow right here on my ring finger as a sign. So I've had my brushes with Native American spirits, and they've all been positive. They have all been positive. Because I don't go in with ill intention, because I know they can sense that. I go in with smiles and welcoming voices. Yeah, I still get chills when I talk about it. Because when he told me that, he goes, you're white, that doesn't happen. For as bad as the white man treated Native Americans, there's something about you that they saw. So it was a beautiful feeling. That's not. We can debunk that. You know what? We're having a good show. Just a touch more. Just a little touch. Just a little bit. Because I'm not going to get drunk on stream. And Bug, as long as you go in pure of heart, pure of mind, you go in with an open mind, they're going to protect you. You go in with pure intent, they're going to do their best to put that energy around you. And here's one thing a lot of people do not understand. And this is where it confuses a lot of people. No matter how many investigations you go on, you take a piece of that energy with you forever. A piece, if there's a spirit there, that energy is attached to you for the rest of your days. until the end of time. You take it with you forever. The more investigations you go on, the more energies you have surrounding you. And I think that's why more seasoned investigators get either really bad results or really bad experiences because they've gone in for the wrong reasons, or they get stuff like this where the spirits are like, this guy, we feel a comfort around him. Oh, Bug, they're protecting you. That's for sure. I guarantee that. They're like, this guy has a job to do. This guy still has business on this physical earth. And they let you be tested. They let you be tested to see what you can take. And that's what not only the spirits are attached to you, but your guardian angels. They give you those tests because they know you can overcome them. That's why I know in the back of my mind, Bug, you've got a lot to accomplish here yet. And they will scare the crap out of you the first couple times. Because you don't know how to process it. And like I said, I don't think I've showed this on stream. Let me do this. Let me bring this down real quick. And I think I've showed this on stream once before. Whoa. That's not right. Why is that doing that? Hopefully the stream didn't crash there. No, it didn't. Okay. I don't know why that did that. I'm still with us. Good. It was just the file crashing. We're going to do this. I'm going to run through my library real quick for you guys. And this'll let you guys know that I take this very seriously. I'm just going to fly through them real quick. If you guys have any questions, just go ahead and... I did this as a joke, by the way. Ghost Physics, if you guys want to know a lot about the paranormal and energies, get this book. I recommend this to all new investigators. House of Darkness, House of Light, you saw 3 different ones. Andrea Perron's account of all the... everything that happened in the... Like if you saw the Conjuring movies. The 3 books explain exactly what happened and how it differs from the movie. So yeah, guys, I've got a lot of books in my library. And I take this very, very seriously. False Hierarchy of Demons. I had a very bad experience the night I got this book. As soon as I opened it, all the lights in my house flickered. I don't think I've opened it since. Always know the good and the bad about the paranormal. Talked to my shaman friend how to run in with a pair of Wendigo. Okay. And I study ESP, the power of the mind, just in case the EVPs are actually mentally projected by us. So I'm just going to fly through these real quick for you guys. Because I don't want to spend all night on them. I want to get back to EVPs. Bug, I've got probably about 400 on my Amazon wish list. Whoa, hold on. I never thought Amazon delivery driver would hate me. He'd hate me too. Why does this sound like it's saying hate me? That's my first feeling on this one. It's probably not hate me. Let's get the vocal enhancer, both levels in here, just to be safe. Then we're going to amplify it a little bit. Let's go 7. That seems to work. Hit me. Yes, Sarah. It is hit me. That is hit me. I thought it was hate me before we ran the filters through it. And here's the weird thing about this. Before it became part of the women's, if you go, like I said, out of execution, you make instead of going back downstairs, you go to the next door, go to the left, and then you make an immediate right to the cell block. That's where one of the prisoners was burned to death. There was a violent fight, and he was set on fire. Is that weight? Wait, hold on. I've got to do something here, guys. I know this is probably going to distort the shit out of it, but I'm not going to save it. I have an idea here. We're going to go in and we're going to slow this down. It sounds like there's another word real quick in the center. There's something really small in the center. Okay, now I'm slowing it down. It sounds like it's saying, wait for me. Like, I'm getting out of prison soon. Wait for me. That's what I'm hearing now, slowing it down. But I might be wrong. You guys are probably right on this. Wait, hit us. Okay, let's keep slowing it down. Sarah, what say you? So I think all three of us are in agreement. I think it's either wait or hit. I'm 100% sure of. I think I want to. Let me try slowing this down again. Okay, what I'm going to try here, I'm going to switch the pitch. I'm going to switch the pitch on this and switch it to male. There's a door opening. Yes, it is. Yes, Wade, help us. You guys are amazing. You guys are absolutely amazing. Oh. Wade, help us. Could be talking to investigators that are not too far away. Could be yelling, Wade, help us. We're stuck in here. We're stuck in prison. Help us. We can't help you. You're locked here. You did something wrong. You got to do your time. So yeah, so we got 45, 46, 47. This would be 48. Wow. We're racking them off tonight. With another one. Boom. We are at 1773. That would make sense. Them seeing the investigators trying to get their attention. Wade, help us. Absolutely bug. And it's, you know what, Sarah? It's either or. Help us talking to other prisoners, trying to get them to help, or trying to get the investigators. We will never know the answer to this unless we go back and ask. And this is what's going to make the next investigation even better than the first two. You know, last time I was in here, you said, Wade, help us. Were you talking to your other prisoners, or were you talking to one of the investigators? You use that to your advantage to investigate. Any kind of evidence that you get, use that to your benefit. Yeah, bouncing words off each other. Sarah, spirit boards are 100% banned on my investigations. Anybody brings them out, they're escorted out. It's just out of respect. A lot of people, and I respect the fact people use them. Don't get me wrong on this. But a lot of people don't know how to close the doors. And they leave the portals open. Very popular spot. I'll go ahead and use this for an example. Goldfield Hotel. You've seen it on Ghost Adventures, and it's one of the most haunted places in the country. However, one of the people who was letting the tours and the investigators in there were allowing people to go in and do seances and use Ouija boards. They didn't know how to close them. The energy that is in the hotel now is 100% different than when I investigated with another team. I've investigated that place 3 times. And going there now, just walking in there during the day, the energy that's in there, Goldfield Hotel, Goldfield, Nevada bug. I don't want to walk in the door. I walked in there last time. I have a piece of wallpaper from Elizabeth's room because they're remodeling it. The energy in that hotel is atrocious. It is scary. The first time in there, first 3 times in there, this is interesting. You got spirits of children, women, men, gamblers, businessmen, all types of spirits. Now the energy that's in there it's bad. And when they get that hotel open, bug, if it takes everything out of me, it would probably floor you. I'll walk in there and I have to walk out almost instantly. It used to be a fun place to walk into. You walk in and the spirits are welcoming. Hey, we got a new guy in here. What's this guy's story? Is he a businessman? Is he a gambler? Is he a miner? What is he? Let's go talk to him. Now it's like, get out. You're not welcome here. We know your energy. We know what you can do. You're not welcome. So it's instantly a slap in the face when you walk in the door. Let's go further. Okay, there's that. Probably right there. And the hard thing about the reverb there, Sarah, is, like I said earlier, the execution chamber is the closest place in the prison to the freeway. So this could be reverb in the ground by the semi going by. And Bug hit the nail on the head with that one. You're going to hear a lot of reverb and a lot of doors, a lot of footsteps because of investigators. And it is hard to be able to analyze because it is so close to the freeway. Unless it's a physical EVP and a voice, and know 100% that there is no investigators in the area, and we hear a door slam, then we can count it. But generally, because everybody likes to flap at the gums a little bit, you're going to be debunking a lot of stuff. No, but Sarah's asking the right questions. And this is what I love. I love having another investigator in here. She just said check, and I was getting ready to say, this helps keep me in check. Knowing what I know and trying to be precise with it. And having another investigator being able to call me on something if I'm wrong. And be able to help debunk and raise those questions. This is what I want with this show. This is where I want to go with this. Is to have other investigators come in here and be like, wait a minute. What's this? You know, it's like, you missed something here. No, but Sarah, I know what you're saying. And I'm just giving you a lot of kudos. I'm giving you a lot of recognition here. I want this. This is what I was aiming for. I want investigators to be like, what's this? I'm raising questions. I'm raising these flags. I want this. This is what I love about being an investigator and having another investigator and try to analyze everything that goes on. This is my goal. Because this makes the show so much more interesting for everybody else. Because they get to see what really goes on with investigators and investigations. They get to see what goes on with analyzing. Because everybody hears something different to a point. And it means we all work together to come out to the greater good for the client. This is... I love it. Thank you, Sarah. What the hell was that? I have no idea what that is. Anybody good with electronics? This would be the time. This is an electronic sound. Sounds like somebody's turning on or off a camera in the back, further down the hallway. Like some of those video cameras that you turn on, it gets a weird sound, a weird cue, a cue tone when you turn it on. This is what it sounds like, but I'm not sure. It's definitely electronic. But we'll move on. We'll throw this up. There it is again. Bug, don't make me go get my 100-ounce mug. Do not make me go get the 100-ouncer. $52-ounce coffee mug. Now you're just showing off. Rebel gas stations used to sell the hundreds. Yeah, Sarah, something powering up. Somebody's camera. Yeah, definitely somebody setting something up. Yeah, my 100-ounce mug, I used to drink Jack and Coke out of it. Evil. And just so you guys know, this beer and this small glass of Tuaca is actually the first alcohol I've had in like, well, you've seen me take a little sip out of the screwball bottle. So this is truly the most alcohol I've had in like 4 months. I used to be a Jack Daniels fanatic. Now I'm 45 now. I've 99% lost the urge to drink anything. Even beer, it's like, ugh. You heard a yell. Okay. Let's go back. Let's go back there. Bug. I'll pause this real quick. I'm going to go ahead and say this now. Ever since I started working this new job and really not drinking, I'm down 30 pounds. I'm down 30 pounds. COVID freaking put the weight on, and this job, yeah, I'm down to 215. No, was that yell further back there, Sarah? Bug, I wouldn't expect any less out of you. Let's just go back to here. And this is actually hurting the head now. There. Right there. Okay, let's get the vocal enhancer in here. I don't think this is the yell Sarah was talking about, but we definitely pick up an EVP here. And I didn't even hear that. I'm glad I went back. Yeah, I hear a yeah in there. But there's more to it. Sorry. Excuse me. But there's a lot more to this one. Yeah, bug. That's definitely the hard part. It is making it very hard to hear. Unfortunately, we're going to lose this EVP because of the motorcycle. Disappointing to say the least. But this is what happened. This is what this. God, hands are seizing. Oh, sorry to hear that, bug. This is what happens sometimes. You got a car that goes by, motorcycle, whatever. Somebody starts talking, and you get a voice underneath it. There's not much you can do about it. You got to throw up the debunked, which sucks. And you got to move on. Damn it. Bug, it's not that bad. It's actually that good. At least somebody can. Okay, back. I think this is an electronic device in the background. Matter of fact, I can almost guarantee it. It's got an electronic signature to it. Oh, I do too, Bug. Especially investigating. Thank you, Bug. This sounds like it's saying, tell it to me. Let's find out. Let's apply the reverb. Let's go in. Let's do some vocal enhancing again. Do our local little spiel. And see if we can isolate this. And let's enhance it. I don't know. Let's go 6 this time. So what do you think? Tell it to me. What do you hear, Bug? Well, that's not going to work. Let's see what else we can find. Oh, don't. Ah, shit. It crashed. No. That's the first time that's ever happened. Damn it. Where were we? 1630. Okay, hold on, guys. Sorry about that. Right there. Good. It saved it. Thank you. Yeah, Bug. No, Bug, you're right. You both are right. So what we do, save selection as, this is, should be what, 49? Wow. Good job, guys. Got it right here. Could be a shank, could be drugs, could be any number of things. It's prison. It's a woman's cell. Women are far more vindictive than men will ever be. Could be a shank, could got it right here. What do you got right here? We'll never know. Oh. There we go. Oh, shit. Sorry, guys. Didn't want to do that. Hold on. Yeah, Bug, you're 100% right. Saves where you left off. Thank God for that one. Actually, that one was a cough, but thank you, Bug. Getting that phlegm breaking up. It's not good. Yeah, Bug, like I said, I just got to decide what game to buy now. Alright. Stopped. Back up. Let's go back to here. Let's go back a little ways. I will, Bug. Let's do our vocal enhancers real quick. Let's go up 12. Let's throw in our reverb and see what we get. Okay, it's back to original. Let me go back and let me put some vocal enhancer back in it just to be safe. See, what I'm hearing, I can almost guarantee you guys aren't going to agree with this one. This is I'm almost positive on this one. I'm almost positive. Oh my God, I need my allergy pills. Oh God, guys, I'm sorry. Sarah, it sounds like it's a female spirit. It sounds like she is saying, I loved you a lot. Which leads me to believe she might be in prison for murdering her boyfriend, husband, lover, whatever. And that's her, like, I loved you a lot. I'm not going to let you love anybody else. You're going to love me and nobody else, or I'm going to kill you. Well, obviously, she's in prison for something. So. But the static is so bad, even amplifying it and cleaning it up, it's almost impossible to hear. So what we're going to do on this, because I don't want to be stuck on this for too long. So we're going to go, should be 50, I think. Olympus 1. And this is night 2. Sorry about the clicking. And we're going to go reanalyze. It sounds like I loved you a lot. So we're going to write this down. That can't be right. The other one was 16. How is this 15? Sorry about that, guys. Was that 1330 maybe? 16, 1530. Okay. Sorry about that bump in the microphone. Didn't mean that. Trying to, yeah. I hate this one because we can't definitively say what it is. Okay, so we went back a little too far in analyzing. Oops. But we went back a little too far and we found another EVP. Oops. Worked to our advantage, didn't it? Love when that shit happens. Something get her out? Maybe. Something get her out? I don't know. Let's see. We're just hitting EVP gold tonight, ain't we? We're hitting the good EVPs. Usually doesn't happen like this. Not on just the recorders that are unattended. Sounds like I'm gonna get her out. What do y'all think? Get her out. It's about as clear as we're going to get it. Let's go back in. Enhance the vocals one more time. Both high and low. And we're going to bump it up, I don't know, 5. This should do it. Get her out. Yeah, we're on the same page. Get her out. No guards killed in that area, but in the early days of the prison, like I said earlier, right down the hall, there was somebody set on fire. We know there was a couple other murders. I can't confirm them. Usually the guys who run the tours out of the prison are very good about putting signs where people were murdered, attacked, whatever. They're very good about putting signs up so investigators know where to go. And when they take the tours through, it's the points of interest to where they can say, hey, somebody was killed here, somebody was stabbed here, somebody was attacked here, somebody was raped here, somebody was whatever here. I know in other areas when we get to the recorders, there are areas where guards were attacked. And we will get to them. They're just later on. So with these recorders, it's a matter of guessing the right areas. I like going in areas that nobody else is going to. There's not going to be a lot of traffic. There's not going to be a lot of voices from investigators. But they're within earshot of where the activity is going to be. But yes, Sarah, in that area, I know there were guards attacked but killed, I'm honestly not going to speculate or give you any false information because I don't know. So, save selection as we're getting up there again. So this is 51, not 51, 51, not 2. Okay, I thought I muted my mic. Sorry. Hearing that keyboard clacking. I apologize for that. I'm going to have to fix that. I'm going to have to get the noise reduction on my mic somehow. But EVPs, we're up to 1777. I didn't think we were going to get this far on this recorder. But this recorder, so you guys know, that you guys that don't know, Noisegate, yes I do. This recorder has been on every single investigation that I've ever been on. So you're talking this one digital recorder, Olympus number 1, has been on almost 800 investigations. It's about time to retire it. The other Olympuses, when I replace them, I'm going to give away to viewers is the Olympus 2, 3, 4, and 5. Or 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to gift away. I'll sign them for you guys, and I'll gift them. I'm going to figure out a way to do it. Just so you guys have a piece of the show. Hey, this recorder was used on the show. It's caught several EVPs. So, we're going to work something out, guys. Yeah, Bug, because all the video processing you're going to be, you need it. So we got to go in. Another EVP, like 2 seconds later. 2 seconds later, we get another one. I'm good with this. This is an amazing night for EVPs. This is a good night for residual EVPs. The downside is these residuals are intelligent. I don't know how that's possible. There's nobody talking to the spirits right now. But they're intelligent statements. You know, get her out. I loved you a lot. Get it right here. What's going on in here? Those are intelligent statements. I don't get it. You can't have residual and intelligent in the same category. But they are. They are for some ungod known reason. Sarah, I think you're right. Spirits do communicate with each other. You just rarely catch it on audio. Investigators don't go looking for spirits communicating with each other. They look to go out and communicate with the spirits. And when I was talking to Destination Fear at the Para-Unity convention here a couple weeks ago, I told them my first investigation of Nevada State Prison, I had 436 EVPs in 2 nights. They're like, what? They looked at me like I had bugs coming out of my ears. It's like, yeah, I had over 400 EVPs in 2 nights. How'd you manage that? I set recorders throughout the prison and just let them record. And they're like, wow. They asked for a copy of the evidence, and I'm going to send it to them. A lot of investigators don't like just setting recorders at random for this sole reason. They have hours of silence to listen to. And this gives me perfect opportunity to have a show and have viewers listen for this stuff. It's fun. And they even asked me that. It's like, how do you listen to that? I make it interesting. I do a show. I let my viewers help listen for EVP so it's not so boring. It is just, it's gold for me. I get to meet new exciting people and analyze paranormal evidence and teach people what to do. Yeah, and Sarah, you're one of the few. There ain't many investigators that do it the way we do it. Why does this sound like it's saying don't want to watch it? Now, are they conspiring to kill somebody? Is there a cellmate saying, okay, I overheard you talking about killing somebody. I don't want to watch it. I don't want to be a part of this. You know, you do what you do. You do you. I'm here to serve my time. Go do what you got to do. I'm not watching. So I'm not going to be a witness. Don't want to watch it. Don't want to watch it. What do you mean, there you are? What are you guys hearing? What are you guys hearing on this one? All right, Sarah, I can hear that. I can hear that. I can hear the why are you crystal clear. Okay. Okay, here we go. This is... What is this? Let me figure this out real quick because we're getting a lot tonight. Okay, this is 52. We're getting a lot of EVPs tonight. Wow. Another EVP in the books. Let's see, we've gotten... Let me write this down real quick. Bear with me. We're on what? We're on what? 7 EVPs tonight. That's it. It's usually better than we've been doing. This is good. This is real good. This sounds like a basic help me. This is a definite basic help me. I think. Let's get our amplifications done. Oh shit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to reverb that. Be careful, guys. This one might be a little loud. I warned you, Bug, it was going to be loud. You can't say that I didn't give the warning. I amplified it just a hair too much. But yeah, this sound, I'm going to leave it here because it does sound like help me. If you guys think it's off, please let me know. I don't know. I think it's helped me, but I don't want to jump onto that train. I don't know, guys. What are you thinking? It could be background noise, too. This could be background noise, background interference. It sounds like a voice. So, Sarah, you're hearing help me too? So, okay, since we're there, let's go ahead and get this moving. We're at 53. Wow. Oh, we're just going to go ahead and move on. This one it's very faded even for me. When a piece of made a loud siren in the headset for a moment. Nice. Get the ringing out of your ears, then get back to normal, Bug. Please don't. Normal bug? Really? You'll never be normal? You've never been normal. Don't try to fool the people here watching the stream. You've never been normal. So don't even try bullshitting in here. It ain't gonna work. Yeah, it's like Young Frankenstein. Abby somebody? Abby normal? Yeah. See, even Sarah knows. You ain't normal, bug. She's been in here 3 shows. She knows you're not normal. So you're hearing a lot of squeaking in the background. That is somebody's cheap rubber-soled shoes. They're walking down the hallway. It's like basketball shoes on a court. It's like, oh my God, come on. Get some quiet shoes. Or a dead rat. Oh, don't even joke. We actually got a rat on my GoPro. I'll find the video and I'll play it for you on one of the shows. We actually stopped investigating to go after this rat on camera. He was only about yay big. And everybody's like, that's the biggest rat I've ever seen. I'm going, oh, you guys are pathetic. You're getting like over a little dormouse. I swear to God. It's like, you want to see rats? I'll show you rats. This is like a mouse. This is a pet. I'll put this thing in a cage and take it home. And you guys are flipping out over... One of the girls actually jumped up on the railing to get away from it. It was one of the funniest things in the world. It's like, you're going to see these things on these investigations in these old buildings. You're going to see spiders. You're going to see rats. Yeah, rats the size of poodles. Go to New York City. You're right, Bug. The sewer rats that are frickin' this big. And this is what I've said about this show. We are 2 hours and 6 minutes in, and we've only gone through 19 minutes and 30 seconds of audio. This is why it takes 8 shows to go through one recorder. We've got to analyze everything. That's why I say it's going to take 100 shows to go through all this. Sarah, you're one of the only other people I've ever heard say that, and it is 100% true. GA is 1 hour long and they spend a week or more at a location. Yes. This is what people do not realize about Ghost Adventures, and I am not speaking negative about them. What you see in a 1 hour show takes anywhere from 3 nights to 10 nights to record enough for a 1 hour show. And if you're doing a 2 hour show, could take more. Unless they got the evidence during that time span, in which they'll do a special. You notice every once in a while, a GA special pops up. That's because they got more evidence than they anticipated. And when I ask Destination Fear, when I ask them, if you haven't seen the Destination Fear episode of Nevada State Prison, go watch it. I asked them, I was like, so, what didn't make the show? And they're like, what? I was like, I spent 2 nights, I spent 4 total nights in there, 2 different investigations. First investigation was over 400 EVPs. Second one, I have yet to analyze what didn't make the show. And they looked at me just kind of nonchalantly and said, a lot. So they got more than what they let on. They only went in there for, I think, 2 nights. But they only knew about like 3 parts of the prison. They didn't know about the other buildings. So we're trying to get them back in there to do another show, to investigate the rest of the prison. Even GA didn't have access to what I investigated, or to what we investigated when we went there over Halloween. They didn't have access to everything we did. So yeah, several weeks, several days, whatever. And it's these people, it's like, oh, they went in for a few hours. Nope, when they just recently did the Goldfield Hotel episode, they did it for a week because they blacked out every window in the hotel. And that took them 4 or 5 days to do. Thank you, Sarah, for being one of the people to say that. I've been waiting for somebody to come in to say that. Thank you. And just for those that don't know, the recent episode of Goldfield Hotel that GA did, they spent over $25,000 to be able to go back in there to investigate for the final time. It's a lot of money to throw out for an investigation and prep work. It's asinine to me. Bug, you're one of the few. But Sarah being in the field, she knows. That commands a lot of respect right there, because a lot of people don't. Even these glory hunter investigators don't realize it. They swear that GA are the messiahs of the paranormal. But like I said, I won't talk bad about GA. They were film students before they were investigators. But all around, they know what to ask and what not to ask. But everything isn't as dark as they let on. That's my only problem with the show, and I'm not shy about this. Everything's dark and demonic and evil, and it's not. And I wish they'd drop that from the show and go back to the way they started, because it was so much more entertaining. When something funny would happen to Aaron and he just act all goofy, it's like, yeah, you need to bring that back. Excuse me. But it seems like that's what viewers want. Viewers want dark. Viewers want demonic. Viewers want evil. They want to see somebody get thrown across a room. One of these days, it's going to happen. And the day one of them gets physically thrown across the room on camera, they'll never investigate again. Or if it has, it just never made the camera. And there's a semi going by with an engine brake. And like I said, Bug, we're going to have to talk about that later. Because I want you to kind of revamp that intro. Kind of up the graphics a little bit. As long as we keep the audio, Bug, just make it scary as shit. Hold on. Go back. Nope. Should be Reanimated, not the movie. That's Reanimator, not Reanimated. Somebody's doing a lot of walking around to have that kind of squeaky shoes. Yeah, Bug, I think when I get on next, not this payday, but the following, I'm gonna up my RAM to 128. Okay, that's an odd one. Okay, we might have another one. Yep, there's definitely a hard whisper there. That is a hard whisper. Now, let's see what we can do with it. Let's see if we can get this one figured out. There's 3 words there. Four words. Hey, I'm right here. Hey, I'm right here. Yeah, Bug, we're on the same page. Sarah, what say ye? Awesome. I didn't even hear that at first. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. That's a good, hey, I'm right here. So we're at, let's see, that would be 54. Awesome, Bug. You're going to be knocking it out of the park soon. Happy for you, buddy. Okay, we're getting another one. Seems like they're coming in spurts and they're just popping off at random. We see we had 30 seconds apart, then another 10 minutes, then 2 minutes, then 2 minutes, then 2 minutes, then 10 minutes, then 2 minutes. So it seems like the EVPs are almost developing a pattern. It's like 2210, 2210, 2210. It seems like it's developing a sequence which doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Why would EVPs develop a pattern? I don't know. Sarah and Bug. Anybody else in chat? What do you guys think? Very possible, Sarah. That's why I'm asking. I think this is environmental distortion. I honestly think that's an echo after the slam. You hear what sounds like a door slam in the background. I think that's environmental matrixing. I honestly think it's environmental matrixing. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw the debunked up on this one. I'm almost positive, 98% that's environmental and that's an echo. So we can mark that one out. What time was your investigation take place? We got there about 5 or 6 p.m. Started setting up. I started running through the prison, setting up all the recorders. We started at around 7:30 p.m. and we went till about 3 in the morning. So figure 7 to 3. We had 8 to 9 hours of investigation time. So at this point, this is recorder 2. The first one was figure 5.5 hours. This one is almost 4 hours. We're 30 minutes in, so 5 hours. So let's see, 7, 12. This is actually night 2. I take that back. So this is probably about 8:30 or 9 o'clock at night by this point with this recorder. So this is around 9 o'clock at night. Figure with a prison, if you're investigating late night, you're going to get a lot of shut-ups and be quiets because prisoners are so used to sleeping at that time. So yeah, that's Sarah. One thing I've been trying to line up is, do the voices match with the time? You know, why are you? Or what's going on in here? Which would have been 8 o'clock at night, which would be after dinner. They get back in their cells. You know, what's going on in here? Why are you in here when we're just coming back from dinner? That would also make perfect sense. Do these EVPs line up with 2210, 22? Yeah, lines up with the pattern. I don't even know where I came up with that either. Is there a pattern developing? Yeah, there actually is. And that makes it even freakier. I don't know. I throw random theories out there all the time. And do they line up? Yeah, am I right? Who's to know? We don't know what happens after physical life ends. It raises a lot of questions, but this is, what I want to do too is discuss the theories and just what people think and feel about what the paranormal is. And I talked about this on a show before you started watching, talking about subconscious manifestations of EVPs. If you know too much about a location, you can subconsciously manifest your own evidence. That's why I go into locations blind. If I go in for a follow-up investigation, I use what evidence I've found for the future questions. So developing these theories and patterns to your investigations, and then you see the patterns with the EVPs. All even numbers. Everything is in a 2 to 10 minute frame. All evens. Is 2 and 10... I got to see this. Hold on a second. I'm going to look this up on the phone so I don't bring it up. Bear with me just a second. If my phone will load up, it's being slow. Okay. Prime numbers are 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13. So 2 is a prime number. 10, let's see. How close is the frame to 11? We got 244, 332, 1330. 244 to 1330 is actually 11. 15 to 17, 2, 17, 17 to 28. That's another 11 and another 2. So it's actually working in 2 and 11s. It's working in a prime pattern. Figure that one out. It is actually working more towards a prime pattern. That freaks me out even more. That freaks me out even further. To get your EVPs in a prime pattern. Wow. Jeez. What are we doing here on this stream? We're going out to new heights here. Did it close? Yeah, this is cool. I'm going to have to go over the old Nevada State Prison evidence from the first investigation and actually see now if everything lines up in a prime pattern. I'm going to have to come up with a theory on this. Yeah, because this will work out. We got 2 in a 2-minute pattern, 1 in an 11-minute pattern, 1 in a 2-minute pattern, 2 more in the next 2-minute pattern, and the next 2 are an 11-minute pattern. So 2, 2, 11, 2, 2, 11. I got the hair on my arms are standing up right now. This is creepy. This is creepy. I don't know. I almost need a shot now. Sarah, what do you honestly think with patterns on that? Do you think that's a possibility for a theory, or do you think it's just absolute dumb luck? Because I don't want to say dumb luck right now. I really don't, because it's really developing. Because we're at 32 minutes. That's 2 minutes. It could be that it's taking you to a part of the prison. Yes. I don't want to speculate right now. It's too early in the investigation, too early in the analyzing. And that's obviously investigators coming into this area of the prison, hopefully. Just having too much fun with this tonight. Back to a lot of traffic. Was there a traffic jam on the freeway? Jesus. Shoes. The boat. It's weird when noises like that start sounding like voices and you got to convince yourself otherwise. It's like, God, false positive. Damn it. Nope. All right, guys. Oh, got about 45 minutes longer than anticipated tonight. I didn't expect going 2 hours and 40 minutes tonight. I was gonna go 2 hours and call it. We got some good EVPs tonight. We got some really good EVPs. We got Get Out, What's Going On in Here, Got It Right Here, Loved You a Lot, Get Her Out, Why Are You Here, Help Me, and Hey, I'm Right Here. So we got some pretty darn good evidence tonight. Considering that was 37 minutes of audio. And we got 7 EVPs, 6 EVPs. 7th was questionable. So yeah, we can deal with that. This is the hard part, is confirming, debunking false positives, environmental noises, and investigators, and knowing your team. And seeing a pattern develop tonight with the EVPs, little creepy. Okay, no, it's a lot creepy. I've almost 14 years in the field. I've never paid attention to pattern. I write it down, times, EVPs, what's going on, and go on. I never stop to analyze and read the times. I need to start doing that. Because a new theory I'm going to start working on because of tonight. Do the EVPs, does evidence follow a pattern of prime numbers? Because that's what it looks like tonight. I think it's just a fluke. Or Sarah might be right. It's taking you to a part of the prison. Could it be the heart of the prison, working in prime numbers? I think it's creepy. Seeing patterns like that. Just if there is a prime pattern to paranormal evidence and to the energy, that shows that there's a pattern to consciousness. Does consciousness work in prime numbers? Does time revolve around prime? Does energy revolve around prime in some quantum physics? It is a far out theory, but tonight raises a lot of questions for that. And this is a beautiful part about being an investigator. You get to raise these questions, you get to analyze it and develop your own theories and share it with people, and hopefully you get a few of them that start going, this guy might be onto something, and they tie that little bit into their investigations. And they use that to help them be a better investigator. And that's what we do about Paranormal Unity. You share each little bit with another investigator and take a little bit that they offer, and it's a beautiful circle. You know, you become a better investigator learning from other people, and even coming up with crazy theories like this. Who's to say? We don't know. I'm fascinated by it. I showed you the library. You guys are like, this guy reads more than just the paranormal. Yeah, parapsychology, ESP, powers of the mind. It all ties together. I think we can manifest our own evidence if we need to. Just shows the power of consciousness. That being said, guys, I truly thank you for tuning in to, almost 2 hours, 45 minutes analyzing and talking about the paranormal tonight. Tonight has been a lot of fun. I know tomorrow is Christmas Eve. I'm going to try to do a show tomorrow night. If you don't make it, I understand. It will upload to YouTube afterwards. But, greatly appreciate spending Christmas Eve with you guys, if it's possible. If not, hey, spend it with your family, spend it with your friends, spend it with loved ones. This is the season. This is the season to make up for it all and be with family. And that's what we are here, is one big dysfunctional paranormal family, and I love every second of it. You guys are amazing. Deds, Sarah, Bug, truly thank you guys tonight. The subs, helping out, and just being a part of this community. I take it to heart. It means a lot to me. We're going to continue growing as a community, and you know what? The sky's the limit for what we're doing. This is all just the beginning. You guys are the best. Thank you. And if I don't see you guys tomorrow, have a very, very Merry Christmas. Have a good night and possibly a good weekend. And I'm glad you did, Sarah. I'm glad you stumbled in. And I'll be in Discord in a little bit, Bug. Guys, good night. God bless. Y'all take care, and I'll see y'all soon. Thank you so much.